Welcome to the ePNRecur video for adding Recur transactions. This video will walk you through adding a Recur transaction to the system. Here's an important note. The system processes recurring transactions between 1 and 3 a.m. on the date that the Recur is set. You will get one email with an Excel spreadsheet of approves and declines on the days that the system processes your Recur transactions. To begin, log into your account at www.eProcessingNetwork.com. Click the Recur billing option from the left menu. If you do not have this option in your menu, please contact your sales agent to ensure that your account was set up properly. The Quick Add Recur button allows you to add recurring transactions to the system. Click the Quick Add Recur button. Enter the start date. This is the date that the system will start to process the card automatically per cycle. You must enter a date in the future. This is a required field. Select a cycle. This is also a required field. Weekly bills on the same day of the week by week until the Recur is stopped. For example, if the start date is on the 1st of the month on a Monday, then every 7 days on a Monday the Recur will be processed. Biweekly means that every 2 weeks on that day of the week the Recur will process. For example, if the start date is on the 1st of the month on a Monday, then every 14 days on a Monday the Recur will be processed. Monthly is the most common Recur cycle. It's also the default setting. Based on the start date, the processing date will be the same day of the month each month. If the Recur date is at the end of the month, like the 29th, the 30th, or the 31st, and the month does not have these days, the Recur is processed on the last day of the month. Every 2 months means that every 2 months of the Recur date, the Recur will process. For example, if the start date is July the 1st, the next process date will be September the 1st. Quarterly means that every 3 months of the Recur date, the Recur will process. For example, if the start date is January the 1st, the next process date will be April the 1st. Semi-annually means that the Recur will process every 6 months. For example, if the date is set for January the 1st, the next process date will be July the 1st. Set for annually, and the Recur will process once a year on the date set. Enter the number of times the Recur will process. For example, if the Recur should only bill 6 times in the cycle, then enter 6. If the Recur should happen indefinitely, leave it as 0. This is an optional setting. Suspend indefinitely means the recurring transaction will be saved in the system, but will not process on the date it is set. The Recur will need to be set to active for the system to automatically process the card. This can be used for storing the Recur information and then activating it when the customer is ready. This is an optional setting. Enter the dollar amount of the Recur transaction. This is a required field. The identifier is a unique ID that you assign your customer. This could be an account number, a customer ID number, or an invoice number. You will be able to search Recurs using this identifier. This is an optional setting. Enter a Recur description that describes the reason for the Recur. This could be something like an invoice number, a monthly subscription, etc. This is an optional setting. Enter the customer's first and last name. You will be able to search Recur accounts by that name. This is optional but highly encouraged. Company name is used only for company checks. This is an optional setting. Enter the billing information for the credit card. This is an optional setting, but it's required for the transactions to qualify for AVS, or address verification. Enter the customer's phone number. This is an optional setting. Enter the customer's email address so they will be notified by the system when their card is processed or declined. This is an optional setting. Enter the card information. This is a required field. Notice that the CVV number is not used for recurring transactions. The print to auth to bill is a basic agreement of the terms of the Recur for this customer. The agreement is between you and your customer, and you may use any form of agreement you wish. The printout consists of the customer name, amount, date, cycle, how many cycles, card info, and the agreement to pay. You may want to print a copy for your customer to sign showing that they understand and they agree to the terms of the Recur. This is advisable for record keeping, but is not required for processing. This is an optional setting. Click the Add Recur button to save the Recur. The Recur will automatically process on the next cycle. Thank you for watching.